is all I'm ever gonna need. There's one thing for sure, I know it's true. I know it's true. Baby, I'd go anywhere for you.
We're the Backstreet Boys, and of course people are going to compare us to other groups because we're 5 young guys. But we just basically let our music and our performance and our voices speak for us.
So what was your musical specialty that makes you different from other bands?
Is it our specialty?
Yeah.
I think our ability to come out and just sing a cappella whenever we, feel like it, or whenever we, that's one of our specialties is to sing a cappella.
Yeah.
And also our music makes us different too, because our music is more of an R&B than pop, and we consider a pop R&B. So I think a lot of the bands out here are pretty much pop and things like that. So I think our music makes us different.
There's not a lot of talk about the music that you make. There's a lot of talk about favorite ice cream, this and that. How does that feel?
Depends on what magazines you're reading. A lot of the industry magazines talk about our music. A lot of the magazines for the younger fans talk about what our favorite things are because that's what they're interested in. And I think it just depends on what magazines you're reading and what age you're talking about. Because I feel like our music is for all ages, and it's evident when we put on a performance and you look out in the audience and you see entire families out there, and old, young, white, black, doesn't matter. I feel like our music's for everybody.
But in the front, there's a lot of young girls screaming at you, like just going crazy. Is that like an old dream, or is it just, how do you feel about it?
Sit back and you think of the Beatles and what they went through, and especially being back in school myself personally. I couldn't fathom the fact that girls in the audience would be screaming for me. I was a kid in school just trying to go on with life, and then come to another different level. And it's a great feeling. To actually
I wouldn't want girls screaming for him,
So
it's hard to explain. It's incredible.
So we get people writing to the show and to magazines and everywhere saying, I'm in love with this one, that one out of the Backstreet Boys. I'm in love with all of them. How do you think you can fall in love with someone that you actually never met?
When you're young, you have idols and you have artists that you look up to. And you say you love them. Maybe you do love them. Maybe they really do love us for our music and for what we give them. That's great. But as far as actually in-depth love, I don't think you can really analyze that.
And don't you get afraid, like becoming Michael Jackson, being scared of, locking yourself up?
No,
Are you dissing Michael Jackson?
No, I think there's, that's his personal life, whatever happened to him, that's, whatever. But I tend to, just stay as young as possible, and, I don't want to grow up too fast, I want to have fun, rock. Me and Brian, we love to play video games where, all the guys are very energetic, and, you can ask them, I love to have fun. That's pretty much me, whatever it comes to, playing sports or anything.
Vad är det som har hänt?